ambulance, respond 229 Charlotte Point Road. A report of a fire in the basement. She can see flames coming up from the vents. Repeating, Carroll to Madison Fire Action Ambulance, 229 Charlotte Point Road. A report of a fire in the basement. Caller can see fire coming up from the vents. Stand by for your first alarm assignments, 1819. For first alarm assignments in Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road. For a structure fire in the basement. Caller can see flames coming through the vent. Madison, all apparatus. West Osby, Rescue 1 and Tower 1. Tamworth, Engine 1. Center Osby, Engine 3 for RIT. Freedom, Tanker 1. Conway, Engine 2 and Tanker 1. Repeating, first alarm assignments for a structure fire in Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road. Caller can see flames coming through the vent in the basement. Madison, all apparatus. West Osby, Rescue 1 and Tower 1. Tamworth, Engine 1. Center Osby, Engine 3 for RIT. Freedom, Tanker 1. Conway, Engine 2 and Tanker 1. 1821 is the first phone, first alarm assignments in Madison.
Carroll, 5882 is responding to the fire in Madison.
3. It's you're responding 1821.
Carroll, 7 Engine 1, 7 Engine 2 responding.
7 Engine 2 responding 1822.
Carroll, Fire 4 Engine 3.
Engine 3.
4 Engine 3 responding.
Engine 3 responding 1822.
Carroll, Fire 1, Car 1 is responding. One for Freedom.
Units 1, Car 1, I have you responding 1822.
3C3 is on acknowledgement for Freedom.
3C3 acknowledging for Freedom 1822.
Carroll, 63 acknowledging for Tamworth.
63 acknowledging for Tamworth 1822.
Carroll, Fire 4C1 responding.
C1 responding 1822. 4C1 when you're clear.
Go ahead.
4C1, just wanted to confirm our run cards for Conway Engine 2 and Tanker 1. It says Engine 2 to cover the intersection of Plains Road and 1917 Village Road. Just confirming your wishes.
Get them started. I didn't write those cards. So, everybody should be aware that it's a very narrow road, so keep POVs out of the scene and leave room for apparatus. There won't be any room.
4C1 requesting to continue Conway to the scene, advising it's a narrow road. Keep personal vehicles out of the road and keep room for apparatus 1823.
5882 4C1, do you want the rehab?
I don't know at this point. You can start it and probably stage at the intersection of Charlotte Point and Winter Road.
That's received.
Fire 7, Rescue 1, gone with 2.
Rescue 1 responding with 2, 1824. Units responding in Madison, update from PD on scene. Multi-story structure partially involved, flames coming from the eaves, 1824. Bye for second tone, first alarm assignments. For your second tone, first alarm assignments for Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road. Madison, all apparatus. West Osby, Rescue 1 and Tower 1. Tamworth, Engine 1. Center Osby, Engine 3 for RIT. Freedom, Tanker 1. Conway, Engine 2 and Tanker 1. Repeating, first alarm assignments for Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road. Madison, all apparatus. West Osby, Rescue 1 and Tower 1. Tamworth, Engine 1. Center Osby, Engine 3 for RIT. Freedom, Tanker 1. Conway, Engine 2 and Tanker 1. 26.
Carroll, 3 Tank 1's been on since the beginning of the second first alarm tone.
3 Tank 1 responding 1826.
Carroll, 1 Squad 1's on with 4.
Squad 1 responding with 4, 1826.
Carroll, Fire Conway 12 Engine 2.
Engine 2.
Engine 2 is on responding with a crew at 3. Tank 1 will be on momentarily.
Engine 2 responding with 3. Tank 1 will be responding momentarily, 1827.
Carol, we got a heavy smoke from across the lake.
Received advising heavy smoke from across the lake, 1828.
Carol, 58 Rehab 1's responding.
58 Rehab 1 responding, 1828.
Central dispatch, engine 3 is quarters.
Engine 3 having quarters, 1828.
Carol, 4 engine 2 responding.
Engine 2 responding, 1828.
3C1 to 4C1. Go ahead to 4C1.
Yep, I get engine 2 out for water supply. You want us to do that and establish a water supply?
Yeah, it's a great idea. I got to figure out where that's going to be. This is a steep side of the lake. There's no easy access from over here.
All right, we'll head out with engine 2 and let us know. We'll be heading that way.
Pasadena responding to Madison from PD on scene advising the building's fully involved.
Carol Fire, 1 tank 5 is responding.
5 responding, 1829.
Carol Fire, 4C1 on scene establishing command.
On scene establishing command, 1830.
Carol Fire from Conway 12, tank 1.
Tank 1.
Tank 1 responded to Madison.
Tank 1 Ivy responding, 1830.
Carol 3 engine 2 is on with 2 for water supply to Madison.
3 engine 2 responding with 2 for water supply, 1831.
Carol, 8A1 when you're clear. 8A1 clear for the returning in service.
Service 1831.
Carol Fire, 6 engine 1 responding.
Engine 1 responding, 1832.
Carol, 4 engine 2, 7 engine 1 on scene.
2 Ivy on scene, 1833.
Carol 4C1. Priority for any units with portable pumps to take the next driveway, continue past the scene. They're going to run into 7 engine 2. We got to get portable pumps down to the lake, get as much water as we can. It looks like the building's approximately half involved. 3-story, 30 by 50.
RC1 advising any units with portable pumps to respond to the next driveway past the scene with 7 engine 2. Advise the structure is half involved, 3-story, 30 by 50, 1834.
Carol, 58A2, 58 Rehab 1 will be off at Winter Road and Charlotte Point Road for staging.
58 Rehab 1 on scene, Winter Road and Charlotte Point for staging, 1835.
Carol Fire, 12 engine 2 on scene.
Engine 2 on scene, 1837.
12 tank 1 Madison command. 3 tank 1 to 4C1. Carol Fire, 12 tank 1 on the scene.
Tank 1 on scene, 1840.
Carol, 3 tank 1's going out.
3 tank 1 on scene, 1840.
Carol, 1 squad 1 approaching the scene.
1 squad 1 approaching the scene, 1840.
Carol from Wakefield Central.
Bad.
Give us a tone for a walk-in at the station.
1842.
Carol Fire from 1C1. Going top to Merrill for a cover truck to San Rossi Station.
1842. Carrollton Wakefield Ambulance, a request for a tone for a walk-in at the station. Repeating, Carrollton Wakefield Ambulance, a request for a tone for a walk-in at the station, 1843.
Carol, show 81 expediting from Rochester Town Line.
81 expediting from the Rochester Town Line, 1843. To Tuscaloosa Fire, request for station coverage for Center Ospey. Repeating, Carroll to Tuscaloosa Fire, request for station coverage for Center Ospey, 1843, first down.
Carol Fire, 421.
21.
Do I have Freedom's engine 2 on the road yet?
21, that's affirmative.
Can you have him report to the bridge on 113 and establish water supply, let him know that that dry hydrant is out of service. He's going to have to drop over the rail.
4 on requesting engine 2 to report to the bridge on 113 to establish water supply. Advising the dry hydrant is out of service. I'll have to drop into the water, 1844.
3 engine 2, we copy direct, Carl.
45.
Carol from 7 engine 2, we've got portable supply, water supply set up and running.
Engine 2 advising you have the portable supply set up and running 1845.
Carol, 6 engine 1's on the scene.
Engine 1 on scene 1845.
Carol, 3 engine 2 is going out at water supply at Route 113.
3 engine 2 out at water supply on 113 1845.
Carol Fire, 132. 132 responding.
You're responding 1846.
Carol Fire, 1 Tank 5 is on scene.
Tank 5 on scene 1846. Carol 2, Tough Tomorrow Fire, your second tone, request for station coverage for Center Ospey. Repeating Carol 2, Tough Tomorrow Fire, your second tone, requesting station coverage for Center Ospey, 1847.
Carol from 82, time. Under control, evaluate.
Evaluating, 1850. What's at 4C1 when you're clear?
Go ahead to 4C1.
On your first 20-minute par check. 4C1 when you're clear.
Go ahead to 4C1.
Wasn't sure if you copied first 20-minute par check.
3C, stand by. Carol 4C1.
C1.
All units at par.
Units at par, 1853.
Carol 8A1. Shows on scene central.
A1 on scene at Central, 1853.
Carol from Duckborough.
Sombrero.
Engine 2 is responding for coverage with 3.
Engine 2 responding for coverage with 3, 1853.
Carol Wakefield.
Go ahead.
You can show a sign of obtained all Wakefield units in service in quarters.
Sign off obtained all Wakefield units in service in quarters, 1856.
Carol 4C1.
C1.
Can you give me a second alarm? No additional apparatus necessary. Just need FCBA certified personnel.
4C1, you're requesting a second alarm, no additional apparatus needed, and what was the certified personnel you needed?
That's all we need. I know we're going to get apparatus, but they need to park away to leave room for tanker shuttle. I just need manpower.
4C1 requesting a second tone for manpower, no additional apparatus needed, 1859.
Carol, real quick, 3 engine 2 has water supply established at the bridge at 113.
2 has water supply established at 113, 1900. Carol announcing a second alarm, requesting manpower to respond, no additional apparatus needed for Madison, 29 Charlotte Point Road, Center Ospey, North Conway, Center Conway, and Tamworth. Again, requesting manpower. Repeating, second alarm announced for manpower to respond, no additional apparatus needed. The second alarm assignments are Center Ospey, North Conway, Center Conway, and Tamworth. Just requesting manpower, no additional apparatus, 229 Charlotte Point Road. 1901 is your second tone. Correction, first tone, second alarm. Carol announcing second alarm assignments for the town of Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road, Center Ospey, Tamworth, and Conway, requesting manpower, no additional apparatus needed. Again, Carol announcing second alarm assignments for the town of Madison, 229 Charlotte Point Road, Center Ospey Fire, Tamworth Fire, and Conway, requesting manpower, no additional apparatus needed. 1905.
Carol from 10 engine 2.
The West Ospey Action Ambulance respond to 255 Pine Hill Road for a medical alarm activation. Repeating to West Ospey Action Ambulance respond to 255 Pine Hill Road for a medical alarm activation. Your first tone's 1909.
Carol from 7C1.
C1.
I believe Tuftonborough's got a cover truck at Center Ospey. Would you have them respond to that, please? We're tied up in Madison.
When you're requesting Center Office, cover truck at Tufton Road to respond 1910.
Carol from 10 Engine 2.
Engine 2.
19 1. Can you go with the address again, please?
It's 255 Pine Hill Road.
25 Pine Hill Road. You can show Engine 2 en route.
Steve, it's 255 Pine Hill.
255. Thank you.
Carol Fire 5883.
283.
You can show 5883 en route to 255 Pine Hill Road at the advanced level.
1583, you're responding at 1911. Are you all set with a second?
Received, we're all set.
Chief 1911. Carol to Tufton Borough, Justin Stewart's respond to 8 Boycroft Road for A from activation. Repeating to Tufton Borough, Justin Stewart's respond to 8 Boycroft Road for A from activation. Your first tone's 1913.
Carol Fire, you can show 45 A4 staging in quarters for fire alarm.
A4 staging quarters, 1914. The 4C1 when you're clear.
Carol Fire, go ahead to 4C1.
4C1, you're a second 20-minute par check. And also, we haven't had anybody sign on for manpower on our end, just inquiring your wishes. I believe Conway is sending some people.
Yeah, affirmative. I'm copying some traffic on their network. They've got some personnel coming.
Steve, 1915.
Carol, 10C2 responding to Boycroft Road.
C2, have you responding 1915?
North calling Engine 3 to Carol when you're clear.
What?
We are responding with 6.
With 6, 1915.
Carol from 3C3 when you're clear.
3.
Within the second alarm, was that PM tone to Madison for any of that?
Carol Fire, 4C1.
C3, standby. 4C1, go ahead.
All units at par.
Units at par, 1916, Carol to 3C3.
Go ahead, Carol.
I didn't copy your message. Try it again.
I was just wondering, within the second alarm, if Effingham got toned to Madison or not.
Negative, they're not on the second alarm card. I just have Center Osby, North Conway, Center Conway, and Tamworth.
Receive, Carol. Can you tone Effingham Fire to cover our station, please?
3C3 requesting to tone Effingham for Freedom Station coverage, 1916. Carol, it's Tufton Borough, Justin Stewart, your second tone, respond to 8 Boycroft Road for A from activation. Repeating to Tufton Borough, Justin Stewart, respond 8 Boycroft Road for A from activation. Second tone, 1917.
Rescue 1.
Carol to Effingham Fire, a request for station coverage for Freedom. Repeating, Carol to Effingham Fire, a request for station coverage for Freedom, 1917.
Carol, 10 Rescue 1.
Rescue 1.
Carol, 10 Rescue 1 on awaiting crew.
You and you're awaiting a crew, 1918. They said it came in as whole house fire alarm. No responders.
Received. Carol, 2 Car 1.
Go on.
I'll be responding direct to Freedom. Somebody walked on the tone, no pager activation, if you could send it again.
Received 2 Car 1 responding direct to Freedom and requesting a tone. It was walked on, 1918. Carol to Effingham Fire, a request for station coverage for Freedom. Repeating, Carol to Effingham Fire, a request for station coverage for Freedom, 1919.
Carol, 10 Engine 1 responding, Boycroft.
10 Engine 1, you're responding 1919.
Carol, 10 Rescue 1, same traffic.
10 Rescue 1, you're responding 1919.
Carol, 2C4 is responding for Freedom Station coverage.
2C4 responding for Freedom Station coverage, 1920. Carol.
Carol from 10 Engine.
3 and 10 Engine 2, an update from the alarm company. They received another medical alarm activation.
Carol, 10 Engine 2 will be out.
10 Engine 2, you're on scene, 1921.
Carol 5883 is off on scene.
83 on scene, 1921.
Carol from 10 Engine 2. Accidental activation.
If we're putting action in service, we'll be on scene for a few minutes.
Chief, with an accidental activation, action can go in service. You'll be clearing in a few minutes, 1924.
Carol from 58A3, you can show us in.
58A3, in service, 1924.
Carol 10, engine 1.
Engine 1.
On the scene, 8 Boycroft, 1.5 story, nothing will be met by residents.
10 Engine 1 here, on scene, nothing showing, 1.5 story, 1925.
Carol 10C2 on scene, Boycroft.
C2 on scene, 1926.
Carol, 2 engine 1 is on driver only for freedom coverage.
I'm on responding driver only for freedom coverage, 1928.
Carol, 10 Rescue 1 on scene.
Rescue 1 on scene, 1930.
Carol, hooked up room.
Pat.
Found an activated head, no reason for the alarm. The alarm has reset and is holding. We turned the builder back over to the caretaker. You can show touch for units in service.
15 engine 3 to Carol when you're clear.
Stand by. Tougher advising you found an activated head, no reason for the alarm. Alarm reset, turn back over to the caretaker. All tougher units clear in service, 1931. Engine 3, go ahead.
You can show us off on scene in Madison.
15 Engine 3 on scene, 1931.
Carol from 10 engine 2.
2.
We'll be clear. Returning center Osby for cover.
Received your clear for show you center Osby, 1933. Carol to 4C1 when you're clear.
Go ahead to 4C1.
4C1, your third 20-minute power check.
Receive, standby. Carol, fire 4C1. All units at par, and we're sufficiently under control to discontinue checks at this time.
You want advising all units at par and can just continue par checks at this time, 1935.